Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we're having a quick look at the Entoyment Beachhead Show 2022 that took place on the 12th and 13th of Feb at the Bournemouth International Centre here in Bournemouth, Dorset. So you can see that's us coming up to the entrance to the BIC there, and once we went through the check-in, we pretty much headed straight into the vendors hall straight away. Now, I spotted and made a beeline for the Titan Owners Club, and it really didn't disappoint because these guys have Forge World Titans, and the collection was pretty massive, and they were playing a huge game of Adeptus Titanicus using Warlords, Reavers, Scout Titans, Imperial Knights, and some of the smaller war suits that are available. There was even a Thundercourt flying around, as you can see. Blast templates that they'd cut out themselves, as you can see in this photo in the bottom right, were just made from foam matting to the right size. So having a look around some of the other boards and tables, there was this one which was a kind of like a fantasy woods type RPG game. That was great. Looking at the foreground tables showing off their buildings, etc., that you can buy in their MDF, Lasercut MDF. One here which could be used for Lord of the Rings or Warhammer Fantasy or Age of Strife, Kings of War, etc. And with the Gothic-y architecture, I don't think it'd look too out of place if you added in some greeblies to make it 40k-esque. Another 28mm World War II bolt-action type skirmish table made using some of their buildings. And this one showing off Nurgle in the mountains with ruins, and you'll see the Poxwalkers and Papa Nurgle just lurking down there. One of the vendors that did catch my eye was Charlie Foxtrot Models, who build these fantastic houses, buildings, cafes, etc. They've got a great range with great accessories, from interiors to fountains to pigsties, outhouses, ancillary buildings, sheds, etc. The only thing being that it is kind of 20th century warfare, mid-20th century warfare, so wouldn't really be very practical for sci-fi or history type gaming. This great board was a Weyland-Yutani Aliens versus Predator or Colonial Marines type game, and it was a simplified version of the AVP Prodos game and the Another Day in the Core. I did manage to get a copy of the rules. I'll try and post photographs of those up on my Instagram. Coming round to the other side of the hall, there were quite a few tables that had been set up just demoing games. This Star Wars Legion board was fantastic. Looking at all the miniatures that are available within the range, from Stormtroopers to Hoth Troopers, Rebel Commandos, Wookiee Flyers, everything was there basically. And as I say, absolutely gorgeous board to look at. Obviously, Star Wars Legion being one of the skirmish games that are available within that range, with like X-Wing and Armada as well. Moving round, I think this was an American Civil War board that was displaying a game. Again, lovely painted miniatures and a great setup. And just looking at the standard of some of these boards that were on display, and you know, the amount of time that must have been taken to produce them, as well as obviously all the gorgeous miniatures that were filed up on the board, ready to do battle. A World War II type skirmish game here, again on another great board, and this one using just cloth as the basing material. Moving round into the tournament hall now, and this was absolutely packed out on both days. Having a good look around, there was Bolt Action, there was Adeptus Titanicus, there was Age of Strife, there was Warhammer 40k, there was Blood Bowl going on, Dungeon Bowl, and so on and so forth. A lot of Custodes being played, a lot of Drukhari being played, and Admech, a few Tau players in the mix, and some Sisters were the ones that I mostly saw whilst I was having a wander around, looking at people waging war against each other. And again, some of the boards that were being used were absolutely gorgeous, so well done to Entoyment for making sure that all the boards were spot on for the immersive environment and getting into the games proper. Bit of fun in the lobby for people that might have brought their kids and stuff like that, and it was good to see. So Sunday lunchtime, I sat down and had a chat with Lasercut Architecture, who have designed this great set of scenery that you can see in front of you now. It also goes with the game that he's designed. The scenery is hopefully going to be released later on this year. It's modular, obviously of sort of like a starship interior type thing or a bunker interior, and obviously goes together with magnets to obviously keep the different modular sections together whilst you play. The game is called GI5, and it's a kind of a skirmish combat game with you have agents, and then there's like a faction, and you'll have missions that you need to achieve within the game. All the movement and line of sight for shooting, etc., is done using the grid system that you can see on the tiles, and that makes it easier to pick up and learn. We had a good game. It lasted about 45 minutes, but yeah, it was really good and fun to play. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that sometime, hopefully, as I say, around June or July. What you can see in front of you now is a modular board system produced by a company, and it's basically just called Terrain Tiles, from, if I can find, the anomaliagames.com. You can go onto their website and have a look at this. I'll try and put a link, but I'm actually going to do a slightly more in-depth video. But as you can see, they've got lots of different types of terrain tiles, from like cliff edges, rivers, gullies, trenches, hills, valleys, that sort of thing, that are all made out of HDF and slot together. And then they're a 12-inch by 12-inch tile, although they do sort of like a 6-inch by 6-inch or a 6-inch by 12-inch as well. So you can essentially make your gaming board up how you wish to do so. As I say, I did pick up a free sample from them that they were giving out to people on the day, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little video just showing you how this stuff goes together and what it looks like. It's only a little 6x6, but hopefully it will look okay. So that was my time at Entoyment Beachhead 2022, and hopefully we'll get there next year and be able to have another look, and hopefully it will be bigger and better. I believe this is only the third year that they've been running this, so all being well, we'll have a lot more vendors, etc. there when they come back next February on the 11th and 12th, 2023. All right, hope to see you soon. Take care.